Greetings, sirs and madams. I'm Seraphic Zero, and we're playing Gundam Battle Operation 2. So, it has been a while. Yeah, I have been very busy with the new house, but it's mostly put together now. So, yeah, the game still pisses me off a lot, but I do like the Gaplant. So, here's a Gaplant video. Oh yeah, so the Gaplant is another one of those mobile suits that I liked a lot, and I spent a lot of tokens trying to spend for it. But, you know, this being a horrific, soulless gacha game, I couldn't get it until a year after the banner, where I bought it for regret tickets. So here it is, and, you know, it's sort of unfortunate I'm a year behind everybody else, because the Gaplant is very fun. I really like this suit. So, yeah, I first sort of learned about the Gaplant from playing Gundam vs. Zeta Gundam, and, you know, I really love that game, and, oh jeez, yeah. Shot that guy in the head, freaking executed him. Okay, so, yeah, first played the Gaplant in Gundam vs. Zeta Gundam, where it was my favorite mobile suit in that game. And, you know, despite me not really liking a lot of Zeta designs, I actually really like the Gaplant. It just looks like a... it's just like a very smooth, practical design, and it's actually a very powerful mobile suit. Like, I think on paper, it's actually better than the Zeta Gundam, just... unfortunately, most of the pilots were... I don't know, Zeta was a very, very Monster of the Week episode, so... Despite the Gaplant doing so well, they just sort of stopped using it for no reason, so that was a little goofy. Oh, wow, yeah. That guy's dead. Yeah, so the Gaplant was one of the earliest mobile suits in GBO2 that could transform, and it... was it the first raid that could do it? But yeah, so it's got these double shield arm things, and they don't really have shield mechanics in this game. Oh, I'm missing all of my shots. Yeah, but they do reduce damage, so that actually, weirdly enough, makes the Gaplant very tanky in this game. And yeah, I just really like using this mobile suit in Gundam vs. Zeta Gundam, because, you know, it was dual-wielding beam rifles, or beam guns and shields. And in that game, well, I guess in this game too, it dual-wields beam sabers. Although, I will say that its melee moveset in Gundam vs. Zeta Gundam was fucking cool as shit. Because it had this move where it could, like, spin the wind, and I spammed that a lot. But the move I spammed the most was the one where you basically did, like, Sword Rain Alpha, and then you finished it off with this double overhead chop, and yeah, I just locked down enemies with that move. It was ridiculously fun. So, yeah, unfortunately, the melee moveset in GBO2 is much less fun. It is very practical, but, you know, less fun. I really don't like fighting Xenons. Yeah, I wonder where the rest of my team is. Oh, yeah. Just so you guys know, this is maybe my third time using the Gaplant. The previous two times I was just getting stun-locked to death in the jungle map. And then this is actually my first time using it in space, where, yeah, obviously I don't have a lot of practice or, you know, even good aim with it, but, yeah, it is fun to use, so... And that was kind of a bad spawn, you know, definitely my fault. Yeah, I really should have backed off to try to find my team, but I didn't do that because I'm very stubborn. Yeah, I don't have a lot of patience these days. Okay, so I am going after the ZQ-1s because, yeah, I know he can do a lot of damage to my team. I left him alive because I remembered this was ace mode. I better stop taking kills. Yeah, weirdly enough, the Gaplant is a raid-type mobile suit, but it only has 2-hit melee. Probably because its downswing is a 2-parter. It's got a pretty wide hitbox, and the second hit has a lot of reach to it. I kind of tend not to use it very much, because, yeah, it's kind of... We've got a weird hitbox. Okay, that guy kind of died. I'm sorry. Yeah, so it's only got 2-hit melee, which I feel that's sort of an unnecessary nerf. I mean, the Gaplant's good. I don't really feel it's overpowered in any way, so yeah, I wouldn't mind them buffing the Gaplant to give it a 3-hit melee. That might be pretty cool. Yeah, that way I can, you know, stop trying to memorize. Oh yeah, it's only got 2 hits. And yeah, it's actually bizarrely good at ranged combos. Its main single shot with the beam gun, it can instant stun. The double beam gun, it burst fires like a machine gun. That's incredibly fun to use. It does have a very high stun accumulation, which is fun. Yeah, just watch here. Boom, stun. Yeah, 1 burst. Yeah, and you can combo between that and the main gun, and you can also charge the double beam shot, so it can stun on charge. So you technically have double instant stun. So yeah, that's a really the Gaplant has a very useful toolkit. And on top of this, you can transform and, you know, do more beam gun horse shit when you're transformed. Unfortunately, I don't get to do a lot of that in this match because honestly, I forget to do it. But yeah, I did get that 1 transform kill a little bit earlier. I think since its release, they actually did buff the Gaplant's transform, where it has a few of the skills that the Hambrabi has. So yeah, it's got a few more practical skills added to it. So yeah, we're in the last minute here. I am trying to ward off the support type so it doesn't pick off my team. Yeah, look at that stun there. Yeah, so unfortunately I got myself stuck here with the enemy ace, and he's just going to be shooting me in the back as I'm hunting this support type. You know what, I'm getting very sick of all of these double stuns in the game. It's kind of unfun to deal with. Yeah, you're just kind of sitting on your ass, your dodge roll's not coming out. At least my dodge rolls don't come out for some reason. Yeah, so that's been kind of a pain in the butt lately, especially at my new house with this different internet connection. Yeah, just the game doesn't give a shit. Even if I have a dodge roll and I'm supposed to have, you know, priority and, you know, my defensive move, it just doesn't matter. Yeah, you're just stuck there, and yeah, the enemy gets an extra hit because it's me. Anyway, there's time on the match. Looks like my team did pretty well. Oh yeah, there's that yeah, that one Gelgoog that, yeah, it's like a flipper Gelgoog. Like, it came out and then nobody ever talked about it. Yeah, so my team did really well. Yeah, about 12,000 point lead. That's kind of fairly solid in ace mode. Yeah, our generals did very well. Yeah, I'll say, yeah, my team was pretty good. The enemy team did not seem to be working very well together. Oh, that's funny. I didn't make the scoreboard, but I did place first overall on my team. I guess I just kind of did solidly overall. Yeah, just keep in mind, like, I was pulling my punches because I was trying really hard to avoid being ace, but yeah, that was my, you know, the first fun match I had in the Gaplant. It is surprisingly a lot better than I thought, and really fun to use. But yeah, that's it for this video, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and we'll see you next time.